Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for this offense. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs, and we're seeing another one right here.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Send the back in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Has to roll that running around. They've got him for a sack.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Adams. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to third downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
Play action here on first down. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Quick throw out left, complete. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Receiver in motion now. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
It's caught downfield, and the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Here's the second down play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 over scoring. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Single back, takes the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Good job up front by this offensive line, and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have with this running back position.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Running with purpose. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Made the defense look slow that time. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Now here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Oh, they've got him behind the line. A tackle for loss to conclude the 1st quarter of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's complete downfield. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of the first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He'll throw it now. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Can he take it all the way? Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Return, a pick 6. Touchdown for the U. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go. Makes a spectacular diving catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
I think this quarterback's realizing that, yeah, he's got some great receivers, but when in doubt, you get it to this back. He not only has great quickness, here he shows you.
Man, looking for a big play here. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Second down and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And I'll tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The DB's backing off from the line now. And the back now goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Trying to extend the play. He's got it for a big gain. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. The Hurricanes moving quickly down the field here. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's past the marker and still going. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Canes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. The Buckeyes come to the line in a hurry up.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
Nice grab. It's Murphy. And we're able to get him down. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field to 5 wide. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Third down, out of the shotgun. It's a short completion to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that stiff arm will help earn him the 1st down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. The quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Gets rid of it on the move. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Pass on the jet sweep. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Buckeyes looking to cash in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down with the completion. Moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. That one moves the ball to the 13-yard line. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line. Defense not pressing this time. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Miami offense is back on the field. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful by letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Crossing the 35. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down. The Hurricanes come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Finding space at the 20. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he reached the end zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Well, here's the first play to start this 2nd half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the 1st half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that 1st half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Penalty on the defense won't make much difference this close to the goal line. The Canes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last time they had it going, they got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now and put together something here. He's moving out of the pocket, extending the play now. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the run here. Lets it go. With the catch, it's Lee. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it. Over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Moving right through the contact. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. And he pulls in the catch. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Handoff to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. We'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Using his legs on the scramble. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Coach, I got to tell you, I didn't realize that this quarterback could do what he is doing today with his legs. I have all the respect in the world with how he can distribute the ball and throw the football. But boy, he is putting on a display of running today.
He hands it to the back. That one moves the ball across the 40.
But this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That's reeled in. It's Carr. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it to the right side. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch made on the out route. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a 1st down.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
No press here. The defense backing away. Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on 2nd down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job. Got up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Just trying to get rid of it. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. We'll see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42. The Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a 1st down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, look out, the football is free. Defense recovers the fumble. Big take.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hand on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
The defense with more pre-snap movement. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Canes will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. On the run, going to heave it downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way.